He hands off to Ryder on the left side. He has a hole. Davin Ryder across midfield and into Bulldog territory. And that's something that this Kilgore offense is going to be looking to do all game long. They like to run the ball, and that's what they're going to try to do this entire ball game. Van Zant this entire season has only thrown the ball 101 times, so they like to go to the ground a lot. Another two-back set for Kilgore. This time, Van Zant's looking to throw, looks right, has a receiver, and that is broken up by Isaiah Brooks. Isaiah Brooks had that play and came in and tried to make it, knocked it incomplete. Corey Ryder there, the intended receiver. Second and 10. And that gain about 1 there on the handoff. They're going to say gain of 2 on the play for Corey Ryder.
Big third down coming up here for Kilgore.
Excuse me, that's Davin Ryder. We have a Corey Ryder and a Davin Ryder on this Kilgore team. Davin Ryder, number 9, the running back, he's their leading horse. He has 14 rushing touchdowns on the year. Has ran for over 800 yards. Showing blitz. It's coming. Swing pass out to Ryder. He has a hole. He gets the first down into the Bulldog territory at the 25-yard line.
Nice play call there from Kilgore.
And a big third down conversion for Kilgore. First and 10. Ball spotted at the Chapel Hill 25. I formation. Hand off to Ryder. He gets tripped up there. J.K. Davis makes the tackle.
Nice tackle there by Davis.
Ryder is an elusive guy. It's hard to bring him down in open space, but Davis is able to clip him on his foot.
Yeah, Davis is one of those hard hitters. If he hits you, you're usually going down.
New formation. Chapel Hill trying to get their subs on. 3 wide receivers to the far side of your screen. Another stick pass. Caught at the 20. Makes a couple men miss, and that's going to be a Kilgore touchdown.
Wow, nice move there. 3 Chapel Hill tacklers couldn't bring him down.
P.J. Wiley, the sophomore, on the reception and gets in. And Kilgore takes the lead. Chris Baldazzo going to come on for the PAT. And it is good. Kilgore goes ahead 7-3, 8:35 remaining here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Seven plays, 75-yard score for Kilgore. Ended on the P.J. Wiley 25-yard reception from Van Zant. Van Zant's 8th touchdown of the year. He had 3 last week against Maybank. 8:35 remaining in the first quarter. This one is into the end zone. Tyson Berry going to reverse field, and he's going to take it out of the end zone, and he's going to be smacked right around the 14-yard line. So could have taken a knee.
Interesting decision.
Decided
there.
not to.
Yeah, I mean,
and lost about 11 yards.
Yeah, Barry's fast, but he was almost to the back of the end zone and then kind of didn't come out right away. So the decision is going to cost his team 10 yards of field position. A team as good as Kilgore, you definitely don't want to do that.
So here comes the Bulldogs, the Chapel Hill Bulldogs, on their second possession. Power outside. Bribson breaking a couple tackles. Gets across the 20-yard line. A good first down run. Going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Lon did a great job there of opening up a hole for Brisbane to be able to run through there. An easy 8 yards.
Bribson back to pass. Looking far side. He has Tyson Berry across the 30. Spins out of a tackle. And gets wrapped up and pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Bribson's first completion of the game gets a first down.
Yeah, I like that play there. Get him warmed up, get him inside of the game, get him in the rhythm. Because Bribson's, we've seen him run a lot this year, hadn't seen him throw, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get him warm by throwing those little short ones.
7:38, clock's ticking. Penetration from the Kilgore defense, and Samari Willis gets a first down carry.
Nice run.
Gain of about 14 on the play.
Yeah, nice run by Willis there. Haven't seen him carry the ball much since the ankle injury, so it's good to see him to back out there running the ball strong like that.
And looks like we have an injured player. It's Austin Watkins limping off the field. He seems to be okay. Getting off the field on his own power, just a little gimpy. And it's now first down for Chapel Hill at the 46-yard line. And Coach Reardon's going to call a timeout before that play happens. We'll take a timeout with them. 7-3 here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax lien, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website.
The first down play. Bribson hands off to Stewart. Stewart's going to evade some tacklers. He's still on his feet.
Wow.
Ricky Stewart, the freshman, gains and still going.
Still going. He got the first.
And I think he got 10 yards on a play that looked like he was going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But maximum effort there by Stewart. Just kept his feet moving, juking, finding a little gap. And then he had some help from his lineman there and pushed him on, got the first down. Great run by the freshman.
Stewart got banged up last week. He got hit on a kickoff return and didn't return for the game, but is fine now. Just kind of bruised his leg. Reverse, Solomon McFoy, far side. He's got blockers. Solomon McFoy across the 30-yard line, 20, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. They spot it at the 21-yard line, so a good reverse run by Solomon McFoy.
Man, he had
inside.
He had lots
Kilgore
of room,
territory.
and if he doesn't knocked out there by that last defender, he was gone there. That was a great play call there by Coach Irvin, the offensive coordinator. Had everybody thinking Stewart here on the near side.
And we're going to get a timeout from Kilgore. Coach Fuller wants a timeout. We'll stay here for this timeout.
And a couple scores in the district to go over here. Lindell's up early, 14-0 at home against Athens. 8 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And Henderson's up 7-0 in Palestine tonight. 7:15 left in the first quarter. That Palestine-Henderson game, a big one here in this district. You know, both teams with one win, looking to pick up their second win. So I know that's an important one if you're the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and the Maybank Panthers as well. As those four teams fighting for those third and fourth playoff positions.
So if you've watched any of these Chapel Hill games here on Texan Live this season, you've noticed it's a little different with Demetrius Bribson out on the field. More quarterback run, and I'm assuming we'll see a lot of that tonight from the freshman as he has first down with 6:32 remaining in the first quarter. Bribson back to pass, trying to find some space, throws across the middle, and he has Solomon McFoy inside the 10 for another Chapel Hill first down.
Nice play there by Bribson. Didn't force anything, saw his man open and got it to him.
Kevin Brooks now in at running back for Chapel Hill. And it goes to Brooks inside the 5, marked down at the 2-yard line.
Of the Chapel Hill running backs, Brooks is probably your bruiser back, guy you're going to put in on short yardage situations.
Look at this team. They're bringing out a big package here.
Man, they brought on some meat.
And a unique huddle there. Tyson Berry in at the Wildcat. He's going to get it. Try to find some space, and that he gets to the 5-yard line. Man. Loss of 4 on the play. Or 3, excuse me. Play didn't work out quite as they planned.
That was a little strange there.
I think it was a high snap, and that kind of let everything off. So the normal offense is going to come back out on the field. Now 3rd and goal, and this is a big one.
Yeah, now they've got a little bit more room to work with. It'll be interesting to see if they don't get Brisbane on the outside with a run-pass option here.
Bribson's looking out, tries to make one man miss, and a great play there by the Kilgore defense. Chris Irvin, the senior, coming in and disrupting the play. And another field goal try for Chapel Hill. Yeah, so they've been in the red zone twice and had to settle for field goal attempts.
Yeah, that was a great tackle there. Bribson was trying to roll out, making something happen, and just something we hadn't seen a whole lot this year is someone getting a hold of him.
Yeah, Chris Irvin's a pretty sure tackler. This one is blocked, and Irvin comes up with it. That's Jermaine Roney coming around the edge for the block.
What a momentum swing right there. Chapel Hill was 1st and goal, looking to score. Had a couple of plays not go their way and then ended up with the field goal blocked.
Kilgore bends but doesn't break. And now they have the ball at the 15-yard line. Already up 7-3 with 4:27 remaining.
If you're Chapel Hill, you don't want to get too far behind against this Kilgore run attack. Kind of like what happened last week. Palestine's a predominantly run first team too, got ahead early and just was able to grind the clock the entire game.
Van Zandt back out there for his second drive. Hands it off to Ryder. Pushes forward for a good gain. Gain of about 7 on the play, maybe 8.
That was a nice run. He didn't have a whole lot of space there. Just kind of followed in behind his big guys and somehow picked up 7, 8 yards. That's a great run.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. And off to Ryder again, and he gets kind of tripped up. Gain of 2, so bring up 3rd and 1. Ryder's not a big guy, a stocky guy. but he sure knows how to find the hole. And he's really shifty in the backfield.
Yeah, sometimes that's all that matters. If you have a running back that knows how to find that hole his line leaves for him, that's all it takes.
And Chapel Hill's, they're going to.
I guess they're allowed them defense to sub.
They're going to push forward, and I think it's right at the line to gain. We'll see if they mark it as a first down. And I think they do. First down.
I believe that was one of those plays where the offense made a sub, so that defense has to be allowed to sub, so they didn't let them snap the ball there.
So the first down run by Van Zant, a sneak of a yard, and it's 1st and 10. Ball at the 26. 3 wide receivers near side of your screen. And that one's going to be blown dead, false start, so that'll back up Kilgore. So Van Zant was the backup quarterback last year for this Kilgore team, backed up Dalton McLeay, who wore that number 5 jersey. I'm not sure if that's a tradition here at Kilgore where the quarterback wears number 5, but McLeay wore it last year, and Van Zant, the starting quarterback this year, dons the number 5 this year. .227, hand off to Ryder. He's got nowhere to go, and they're looking for a face mask call. The entire Kilgore sideline and fan base saw it. I saw it, but the referee apparently didn't see it. Yeah, it seemed like a face mask to me, but they didn't call it. So
yeah, Willis had him wrapped up, and then Davis just kind of came through and just pushed him over. And
so the false start, and then they get back to, I guess, the line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd and 15 now. 2 wide receivers both sides in the gun. Van Zant looking right. He's going to throw it outside. He has a receiver.
Oh, helmet.
And a helmet comes rolling off, but it's going to be a good play there by Kilgore.
It's Deuce McGregor's helmet came flying on that tackle. Definitely a big play. Kilgore now the manageable 3rd down.
Matthew Teiske on the reception.
This is a big play right here.
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Kind of
3rd and 4.
Had Kilgore, back in a tough spot. Now they put themselves in a manageable position. We'll see if Kilgore can pick up the first down or if Chapel Hill can force a punt here.
I formation for Kilgore. Play action. Trying to find somebody, and it's in and out of the hands.
Ooh.
Had the receiver open, but it just was a low throw, and it bounced out of the hands of Peyton Christian. And so it's going to bring on the punt unit.
It's a big stop for the Chapel Hill defense.
Now, last week against Palestine ran a fake punt.
They did, and they
executed.
They hiked it to the up man, one of their linemen, and he took off running like he had someone chasing him and made the first down. It was impressive, very risky, and it paid off big dividends for him.
This punt is off. Solomon McFoy back to receive. It goes over the shoulder, and what a punt.
Wow, that's a great punt.
And it just hits the turf and rolls to its right or to its left and goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So a great punt there for Kilgore. Flips field position.
It's almost like he had a right to left spin bounce on it. It hit the ground and immediately just went straight left out of bounds and didn't go in the end zone.
So Chapel Hill will take over with 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter, trailing 7-3. Chapel Hill's been able to move the ball, but 2 red zone possessions only resulting in 3 points.
Well, they've had a couple of plays that were costly, a couple of almost fumbles and bad snap and a couple of things that just have kind of killed the drives.
Bribson out to pass. Barry catches it, stops, spins out of bounds. He catches it at the 10-yard line, gain of 4. And the clock stops with 51 seconds.
I think that's the main difference you're going to see tonight with the Chapel Hill offense. Bribson's going to do more of the rolling out to his left and right and trying to find receivers that route, or tuck it and run, as Tyler Jones was more of a pocket passer where he would stay in the pocket to throw.
This is a handoff to Stewart. No gains. Stood up by that Kilgore defense and that Kilgore front. That Kilgore pass rush and defensive front is led by Alex Chavez, the senior, who had a fantastic junior campaign last year. Come back in this senior role, and I'm sure that first-year head coach Clint Fuller was excited to have him on his defense in his first year. And Chapel Hill might be content to take this into the second quarter as the clock is running, and it's going to be right at the play
really
clock.
Close.
So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to have to call a timeout or not.
Are they going to give?
So I think that they're just going to give it to him because it was the same, pretty much the same exact clock. So there's not going to be a penalty on the play, and we'll head to the second quarter. Kilgore leads 7-3. You're watching Texas High School football on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team, assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty. 214-394-9180.
So it's 3rd and 7. Chapel Hill backed up into their own end zone. Rolls out. Bribson going nowhere. He loses the ball, and it's kicked into the end zone, and there's a scramble for it. We'll see who has it.
It's either going to be a safety.
It's going to be a safety or a touchdown, and they're calling it a touchdown.
Wow. We talked about the freshman's first start here.
So what a change of pace. Chapel Hill's defense forced the punts, and their offense gives up 7.
That's a tough break there. I want to go back to that punt that Kilgore had. That really forced Chapel Hill deep, put them in a tough spot, kind of forced the touchdown here with the great defensive play. They were so close to the end zone, they were able to recover. Just shows how big special teams plays can be.
Baldazzo, PAT, is good. So the defense of Kilgore gets the score. It's 14-3. Here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, belts, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
So the touchdown fumble recovery in the end zone for Kilgore gives them an 11-point lead with 11:51 remaining in the first half. Baldazzo will kick off to Deuce McGregor and Tyson Berry for Chapel Hill, and he's just going to squib kick this one. And that one's going to just go out of bounds, and it's a flag. That was real close, and that could have been a disaster for Chapel Hill, but a disaster averted as it bounced out of bounds and the flag comes out.
Yeah, the up man kind of let the guy behind him field it, which is probably the smart play, but he didn't come up to field the ball, let the ball bounce, which is not a good idea because you don't know what the ball's going to do. Fortunately for Chapel Hill, it bounced out of bounds. So, like Logan said, crisis averted there. If you're Chapel Hill, you need to score here. You need to capitalize. We've had 2 red zone possessions and 3 points out of them, which is not what you want to do against the number 6 ranked team in the state.
So Chapel Hill will take over possession in good field position at the 47. Bribson back to pass. And there's a flag, and he stays on his feet. They're call that a face mask.
Yeah,
I'm sure these Kilgore fans won't be happy about that call being face mask. They saw that one.
The referee was definitely not going to miss that one. He almost took Bribson's head off.
So it's going to be a penalty, and this penalty will move Chapel Hill into Kilgore territory.
I think the amazing thing I saw there was that Bribson stayed on his feet and was able to keep running forward even after having his head almost decapitated from his body there.
So now the ball will be spotted at the 38. Bribson back to pass, blitz coming, trying to find some space. Throws it downfield. Deuce McGregor can't come up with it.
He was there.
Just outside of the outstretched arms of McGregor, who got behind the defense. But Bribson's throw just a little bit out in front.
It also wasn't a tight spiral either. It had a little wobble to it, which also makes it tough to catch. Even if Deuce was able to, have a chance at it, it would have been a tough catch with that wobbly pass.
So the incompletion brings up 2nd and 10. And off to Willis. And he kind of runs back into the defense. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, it looked like if he had made that cut left, he would have had a little more space. I agree with you, Logan. They kind of ran right into Kilgore's front.
So another big 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7.
Got Brooks checked in at running back, probably to pick up the protection, give him an extra blocker, see if he can find one of his receivers.
Big 3rd down early in this one. Bribson rolls out to his left. Tosses it to McGregor, stops again, another stop. And
I think
he's pulled down by his shoulder pad there. I think, that wasn't.
It was close. It looked for a brief moment.
If it was a face mask, now we're even.
Yeah.
Now Kilgore and Chapel Hill have both missed a face mask. Got kind of face mask not called. So
that was an interesting little shovel pass by Bribson. He kind of shoved it to him. It was very unique for that far of a throw. But it worked out for him.
Clock is rolling, 10:26. And it's going to be a false start there on Chapel Hill.
Williams is checked in at running back for the Bulldogs. Hadn't seen him in a few games, I feel like.
So the penalty will move Chapel Hill back 5. Makes it 1st and 15 now. Ball at the 31. Hand off to DJ Williams. He's going to gain a couple. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Williams going to come up a little hobbled, limps off. The freshman Stewart will replace him.
Second and 12. Blitz coming. Bripson throws it as he's hit, and that ball just sails out of bounds.
Yeah, he got rocked.
And there's a penalty. There's a flag thrown. And I'm not quite sure. I was looking at the pass. I don't know if there was an extra shove or if it was just, I don't know what they're going to call here.
I mean, it was right at the quarterback's feet, so it could be holding or.
Holding on Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
So repeat second down, but they'll move them back 10 yards.
For Chapel Hill's line, if you're going to hold somebody, you may want to hold him a little bit better than that so he doesn't get a shot at your quarterback. Bripson took a big shot there.
That was the senior Alex Chavez getting in on the tackle. Disrupt that play. Bripson just had to throw it, get it out.
He
threw it to the band over
probably
there.
threw it with his eyes closed because he knew he was about to get hammered.
Second and 22. Blitz coming again. Throwing the screen, and it's outside the outstretched hands of Ricky Stewart. And this is kind of what we talked about at the beginning of the game. Bripson probably not as comfortable in the offense, not as comfortable throwing the ball yet as the freshman in his first start. Again, this is a huge game, and it's just on the outstretched hands of Stewart.
Yeah, Kilgore sending a lot of pressure and forcing Bripson to make a quick decision.
Which defensively, that's exactly what you want to do if you're Kilgore. Four-man rush. Bripson steps up, trying to throw. Has Deuce McGregor caught at the 25-yard line. It's going to be good enough for a first down, and Deuce McGregor needs to strap up his helmet. That's the second time his helmet's come off.
He just can't keep that helmet. It's that nice hair that he's got. Can't keep it inside that helmet.
He'll have to come off for a play, and it's going to be fourth down, and Adolfo Tamayo will come up and try to attempt another field goal. So his third attempt.
Tamayo's been busy tonight. This one will be a 41-yarder.
And it looks like they're trying to shore up that right side of the line. Kick is partially blocked again, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. It's no good. It looked like an incompletion. Yeah. No good on the play, so Kilgore holds again, 8:54. They still lead 14-3. They'll take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10 for Kilgore. Van Zant back to pass. Gonna throw it up, and it is off the hands and off the helmet. Off the hands of Solomon McFoy and off the helmet of Jermaine Roney, and incomplete.
Yeah, he's going to want that back. McFoy had great coverage there. Probably an interception almost every time for McFoy. This is a great cover corner, but just couldn't quite catch it that time. It almost went to Kilgore.
Fell right into the lap of Jermaine Roney. Second and 10. Ryder with the carry. Stays on his feet. Smacked down there by Daniel Wattinson, but not before he gets a nice gain on second down, and a gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1. Kilgore's going to sub in their big package. Trying to get a first down here. We'll see if it's another quarterback sneak, and they're in the I formation. Hand off to Ryder. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more. As a couple of Kilgore offensive linemen come up shaking up. So Kilgore first down. 7:42. They hold a 14-3 lead. Kilgore, the number 6 team in the state, 5-1. Their only loss coming here against Pine Tree early in the season. And the team said, you know, that is what really has catapulted them to a good season, is that ball is incomplete.
Is there anybody in the vicinity there?
And they finally blow it dead.
It looked like to me that was a intentional grounding, but the refs are looking at each other kind of like.
Coaches are. There is a penalty. It's going to be a penalty for intentional grounding. J.K. Davis is just going to take it into the end zone just for good measure, just in case. And
yeah, the only guy in the anywhere near the ball for Kilgore was an offensive lineman. So.
And it's going to be intentional grounding against Van Zant. And that will move Kilgore back. It's going to be at the 27-yard line now. Line to gain is the 49. So it's 1st and 22 for Kilgore. Quick pass, far side. Jermaine Roney almost gets to the original line of scrimmage. I think that's what they want to do with Van Zant. Get the ball out of his hands, give it to the playmakers like Jermaine Roney, like Davin and Corey Ryder, trying to just get it out of his hands and let his playmakers go.
Yeah, that's a good strategy there. And for Chapel Hill right here, you hold Kilgore on this play, get the ball back here with a chance to score. I mean, 14-3 and the possessions that they haven't had inside the red zone and only be down 14-3 with failing at those is not bad at all.
3rd and long. Van Zant standing in the pocket. Has a receiver outside of his outstretched arms. Falls incomplete. Intended for Matthew Teiske. Going to bring up 4th down in the punt unit.
Some updated scores here in the second quarter. Lindale 22, Athens 0. That's just about to start the second quarter. Henderson 14, Palestine 9. 4:14 left in the half.
Punt is a low punt, and it's going to keep rolling and roll out of bounds. I think they'll mark it at the 30-yard line. Jose Jaime there on the punt. And it goes out of bounds at the 30, which is where Chapel Hill will take over possession, trailing 14-3.
And Chapel Hill's been able to move the ball on Kilgore tonight. It's just kind of, like you said earlier, the bend but don't break mentality for Kilgore. They've allowed them to get down here, but when it came down to it, you've had a field goal made and 2 blocked field goals.
Reverse. Tyson Berry, far side. He's got blocker. Tyson Berry is going to get across the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 45. Gain of 15.
Nice play call by Chapel Hill.
That's the second time the reverse has worked. And the same kind of philosophy, I think, if you're Chapel Hill, try to get the ball out to your playmakers. Both of these teams have playmakers on the outside, so get the ball in their hands as much as you can.
If you can't get it to them in the air, give it to them on the reverse right there. I like the play call as well.
1st and 10, 6:16 remaining in the first half. Handoff, Stewart on the far side, lowers his helmet and gets across the 50 into Kilgore territory. Spotted at the Kilgore 49.
Freshman sure isn't scared of contact. He likes to put the contact on the defenders. And he's not a real big running back either. He doesn't mind the contact. He's going to get a breather as Brooks checks in for him.
2 wide receivers, both sides of this Chapel Hill offense. Rolls out to his right. Demetrius Bribson trying to find a little bit of a crease. Bribson in the middle of the field, across the 20. He's got somebody on his back. Kilgore able to take him down as Corey Ryder takes down Demetrius Bribson at the 5-yard line. So the big run from the freshman sets up Chapel Hill 1st and goal.
Nice play there by Bribson, able to get to his strength, which is running that football. Impressive by Kilgore to catch him.
Yeah, Corey Ryder's got speed. And Kilgore's going to have to take a timeout as there is a late substitution, and Chapel Hill is about to snap it. So a good play there from Bribson. Sets him up, and this is where Chapel Hill has been. They've been in the red zone 3 times so far tonight and has only gotten 3 points out of it, so this is a big play.
Yeah, this is probably one of the closest. The only time they were a little closer, I think, was that first possession. Then they had a penalty that backed them up, so they had the kind of the big package come in, and it didn't work. Kind of had a low snap, backed them up. Then Bribson scrambled out to the left on the other side of the field and was taken down. So we'll see what kind of play calls that come in this time. Looks like it's going to be Willis in the backfield with Brisbane.
5-14. Handoff to Willis on the far side. He's going to get no yards on the play. That play was made by Davin Ryder, coming in from his safety position and making a great tackle on Samari Willis for no gain.
The way that play ran, I would like to see Chapel Hill try another one of those end-around reverses. Kilgore is, from what I've seen tonight, they're very like over-pursuing on one side. It's allowed that play to be open. We'll see if they try that here.
So 5:07, Ricky Stewart up the middle. Still is going and gets to the 3. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
And
so gain two yards on 2 plays.
That's Kilgore
this
defense.
Kilgore defense bowing their necks here. Their backs against the wall.
You got to think this is almost 4-down territory for Chapel Hill right here. I mean, this is you've got to get it. You've got to punch in the end zone if you're going to beat Kilgore, and this is a great chance.
Third and goal. Stewart trying to find a little bit of wiggle room, and he's chopped down. Maybe no gain. I think they're going to say no gain on the play, so bring up 4th and goal from the 3.
Wouldn't also be surprised if Chapel Hill burns a timeout to think about this.
Yeah, it looks like they will. We'll take a quick break. Big 4th down play. Kilgore leads 14-3 with 4:04 remaining. So the field goal unit's going to come on again for Chapel Hill.
Okay, so I did notice that earlier in the game, Chapel Hill had number 12 holding, and now Deuce McGregor is holding. Don't know if that makes any difference here. It doesn't here.
Dolfo's kick gets it off and good, so Chapel Hill pulls a little bit closer, adds 3 more, 14-3 with 4 minutes remaining. We'll take another break here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Chapel Hill brings it within one score. 14-6 now our score. With 4 minutes exactly, and Tamayo just kicks this one into the back of the end zone and into the Chapel Hill band and hit somebody in the back of the head after it jumped the fence.
I bet they weren't expecting to get hit.
They're playing their instruments, getting ready for halftime. Ball smacks them in the back of the head.
Score update in Palestine. Palestine takes a 17-14 lead over Henderson. 1:45 left in the half.
So Kilgore will take over at the 25-yard line. Two wide receivers on the sides of Van Zant. He gives it to Ryder. Davin Ryder, gain of 6. So this game last year, Kilgore got out to a impressive lead in the second half. Chapel Hill was able to make it a close game, but it was really the Travion Epps show. The senior last year ran for over 400 yards, and with his performance against Chapel Hill, won Dave Campbell's Texas High School Player of the Week and broke a school record for most yards in a game. Ryder pushing forward, and he's going to be about 3 inches short. One thing I've noticed with this Chapel Hill team is they are subbing in and out more than they have done all season long.
Well, they've been on the field a lot tonight with this Kilgore run attack, so it's probably going to help them later on down the line, especially sustaining all these drives that Kilgore has had tonight.
So another 3rd and short, and each time on 3rd and short, they've gone I formation, which they do again, and they've converted. So we'll see what happens here. 2:47. Hand off to Ryder. He has a little bit of a hole. He has a crease. Davin Ryder across the midfield, and Davin Ryder is going to be gone for a touchdown.
Wow, deja vu on that run by Ryder. That was a big weakness in this Chapel Hill defense last year, was that up the middle run, and they exploited it again this year.
So the score from Ryder, .64-yard run from Ryder. And Kilgore stretches the lead. It's now 21-6.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax liens, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
Davin Ryder's 66-yard run. And that ball hits, and
he's out. Oh.
We'll see what they say. I think they're going to say that Kilgore got the ball. They do.
Wow. Big mental error there for Chapel Hill.
Chris Irvin again.
You cannot let that ball hit the ground. They got away with it earlier on the other side of the field. Not that time.
Chris Irvin came up and got the ball. He's made a couple big plays. So they'll have the ball again, 21-0 or 21-6, and they have the ball here with 2:33, and Kilgore will get the ball to start the second half. Handoff, Ryder again. Outside, couple of Chapel Hill players in on the tackle. Lee Preston, J.K. Davis there. Ryder still gains about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7. Now, so Kilgore has seen they saw something on that last time kicking off, and they said, hey, let's just do it again.
Yeah, it was a good
Let's
call.
capitalize on this one. Van Zant, handoff again. Ryder spins out of a tackle, but he's actually taken down Daniel Waddington there. And if he would have stayed on his feet, that would have been difficult.
I thought he was on his feet. I really did. I thought when he made that spin, he was about to take off and be gone. But great job of Wallason by just getting enough contact to get him to the ground.
3rd and 7. Big possession defensively for Chapel Hill and defensive coordinator Craig McFarland in his first year as defensive coordinator. Roll out, pass out, and a huge play.
Oh,
Kevion Huddleston
wow.
stuck his hands out and knocked it out incomplete.
It's like he was in the passing lane on basketball there. He just kind of stuck his hand.
And it's going to be
down.
4th down. They're kind of in no man's land here, and they're going to keep the offense out.
It's interesting because I don't know. I think I would punt here if I was Kilgore because you're going to
minute 20.
You're going to give Chapel Hill in this quick strike offense a short field if you don't pick this up. And the punting has been so successful tonight, hitting Chapel Hill deep. So let's see. It's
4th and 6.
huge play right here.
A lot of trust in his team from head coach Clint Fuller.
And they're gonna
call a timeout. There's actually a penalty. They threw the flag, and they'll say they got the timeout before the flag came out.
So he's gonna rethink this. We'll see if they send the offense back out or if they decide they want to punt here.
This is a big play in this game.
Yeah, it's a tough decision, because if you're Coach Reardon, Chapel Hill, if you can get a stop right here, if they go for it, you get a stop right here, 1 or 2 big plays, and you're back down in the red zone and able to get the lead back to a 1-possession game. For Kilgore, and you decide to go for it and you scored, then you put yourself up, now 3 possessions. So I mean, this could go either way here. It's huge.
They're keeping the offense out on the field. 4th and 6. They're going to seem like they're going to get in that I formation.
It's only going to have 1 receiver, and that's it. So we'll see what
4th and 6. Little confusion from Chapel Hill defensively.
Chapel Hill brought the house. And
has the receiver open and incomplete. So Chapel Hill will take over at the 40-yard line with 1:15 and 1 timeout.
Plenty of time for the Bulldogs. We'll see what Coach Reardon and Coach Irvin can draw up here on offense. This would be a huge possession if they were able to get some points out of it. Especially if Kilgore, they're going to receive the second half kickoff. So if you're Chapel Hill, you want to cut that lead down before Kilgore gets in their chance to get the ball back.
Bripson looking to pass, steps up, trying to find a man, throws it downfield, incomplete. Deuce McGregor, the intended receiver. He was open across the middle, but Bripson couldn't get it to him.
Really surprised that Bripson didn't take off. It looked like he might have had a little bit of a lane to run. He had the receiver open, just couldn't find him.
Second and 10. Bripson. Little miscommunication, and there is a holding penalty. That's going to be obvious.
Yeah, that did not look good from the start. I'm not sure what the miscommunication was, but Grissom just shoved this back Williams out of the way and still couldn't come up with
It's a holding call. Now it's pretty obvious. So now it'll be 2nd and 20 with a minute left. Quick pass over to Deuce McGregor. Gains a couple. Almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's a nice
I'll
safe,
probably say gain of 8.
nice safe pass there for Gripson. I like the play call. Cut it to this.
I'll say I think he stepped out of bounds, so it'll be 3rd and 14 now. The clock is stopped. 52 seconds since McGregor stepped out of bounds.
Still plenty of time. Just got to pick up this first down here.
3rd and 14. Gripson back to pass. Throwing across field, has McGregor, and it's off his hands and incomplete. They've had that play open a couple of times. That one just out of the hands of McGregor.
Yeah, I think that was a very catchable ball there.
And we'll see Chapel Hill's punt unit on for the first time.
Yeah, McGregor's going to want that one back. That hit him right in the hands. You don't see him drop too many. And here's the answer to our punt question.
Adolfo Tamayo
He's going to be the punter.
going to come out to punt. Snap is low, and this one's going to hit and down at the 42-yard line. So there's 37 seconds left. Kilgore has no timeouts, though.
All right.
So we'll see if they decide to just run it or if they're going to try to go to the air.
I don't know. I'm not a gambling man, but I would be willing to bet that they're probably going to just run it, something safe, or take a knee here. No need to have a needless, turnover or something right here at the end of the half, especially as good a half as they've had.
They'll take a knee and be content going into the halftime locker room up 21-6 with the ball. They don't have to run another play. So they're huddling up, but they don't have to run another play. There's 20 seconds. The clock's ticking down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not just running to the locker room here. I'm just going to watch the clock run.
So they'll head to the halftime locker room. Kilgore 21, Chapel Hill 6. Kilgore will receive the second half kickoff. We'll be back here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Welcome back for the second half of this District 9 4A matchup between the number 6 team in the state of Texas and 4A Division 1, the Kilgore Bulldogs, and the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Kilgore out to a 21-6 lead, and they will get the ball to start the second half. For Kilgore, it was a heavy dose of Davin Ryder in that first half. He had a 66-yard touchdown run that gave him the 21-6 lead. And for Chapel Hill, offensively, they've been able to move the ball. Have had 4 red zone possessions, but have only come away with 6 points. And it's been disappointing in the red zone offense for Coach Reardon. They had the ball at first and goal from the 5 and had to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, those kind of possessions will really come back and get you, especially with the game still being in hand. You got to figure if Chapel Hill converts on 2 of those for touchdowns. We're looking at a tie game or a 1-point game here, so we'll see if they can correct some of those things in the second half. A couple of district scores here. Lindale at the half led Athens 29-8. Well, that's again at the half. And also in Palestine leads at the half 17-14 over Henderson.
So a couple big games in district, and we'll really be watching for that Palestine-Henderson game. That's going to be a big game. Dolfo Tamayo, pooch kicks, and it goes out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds. Flag will come out, and the Kilgore offense will come out in pretty good field position.
There's going to be a lot of cross games like that in the next 3 weeks that are going to be big games between Henderson, Maybank, Palestine, and Chapel Hill. So be watching for tie-break scenarios. It's going to be a very interesting finish.
Well, you know, if Palestine can take care of business against Henderson, it'll be a pretty much 3-way for that final spot.
Yep.
With Chapel Hill playing Maybank and Henderson.
And having be able to play both of them, Chapel Hill could win themselves into that last spot.
1st and 10. Handoff goes to Davin Ryder. He's met into the hole by Brack Dyer. Comes racing in for a loss of 1. And I think that might be the first run for a loss that they've had all night.
It's a nice play there. Brack Dyer just sucked him up. The vacuum, as we call him. He has this great way of finding the ball and just sucking the ball carrier up and just making the play.
2nd and 11. Another handoff to Ryder. And this one's going to be about a gain of 1, so we'll bring up 3rd and 10, so a good first couple plays.
As you mentioned earlier, Logan, there's a lot of subbing going on. You mentioned that Austin Watkins in at DN. Hadn't seen him play there a whole lot this year.
I think this might be his first game he's played.
I know he's listed on the roster.
He played last year a couple of times, but hasn't had to play this year. But he's out there right now. So 3rd and 10. Pass rush coming. Going downfield and incomplete.
Great coverage there by Drew Harmon.
Incomplete, and we'll bring up 4th down. So Chapel Hill's defense does its job. And now it's the offense turn to try to do their job.
Yeah, if you're Coach Reardon, you're happy with that possession. Just how you drew it up. Basically gave up no yards and limited Kilgore to a 3-and-out. So we'll see if they can do something with this possession.
Coach Reardon in his 3rd season here at Chapel Hill. He has a 500 record now. He's 15-15. High snap, but the punt is off. And Solomon McFoy going to step away from it, and it's going to roll inside the 10-yard line. So really good punts from Kilgore has pinned Chapel Hill back significantly. And the last punt that ended in a Kilgore touchdown off of the defensive play.
Yeah, the punts have been very good from Kilgore. When you put the opponent back down by their own end zone, it causes a lot of problems because if you're not careful, it can easily turn into a safety or worse, a touchdown for the defense.
Chapel Hill with their first possession of the second half. Demetrius Bribson, the freshman, comes back out. Hand off to DJ Williams, has a little bit of a hole,
Nice
and
run.
he is smacked there by Alex Chavez, but after a gain of 10, I think they'll move the chains. They will. It's going to be first down, gain of 10. Chapel Hill looking to hurry up. Looks out the far side, and it is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Great play defensively there by the Kilgore defense. Chris McGee got his hands on it. And it's 2nd and 10 with 9:52 remaining in the third quarter. Bribson back to pass. Kilgore sending pressure, rolling out, throwing it downfield, and just jump ball out of bounds. And he got rocked there by McGee on the play. Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Bribson's got a couple times where he's just been running for his life and had to get rid of it and taken a big hit. As Kilgore's put a lot of pressure on the young freshman.
We've seen that's kind of been the story of the last 2 games is defensive pressure. And that right around the line, it's forced Chapel Hill kind of out of their comfort zone. 3rd and 10. Bribson's pass far side, caught but out of bounds. And the punt unit will come on for Chapel Hill. So 2 3-and-outs to start the second half in this one.
Defenses have turned it up here to start the half. So we'll see what kind of punt Tamayo can do. Hadn't seen a lot of him this year at the punter position. We know he has a big leg on kickoffs.
That snap was good. Ryder almost got to it. That punt spiraled in the air and rolls inside Kilgore territory down at the 41.
Ended up being a pretty good punt there. Was really close to being blocked.
That one spiraled in the air, just spun perfect spiral.
Yeah, that's tough to do. Usually those are end over end.
So both offenses forced to punt on their first possession. Kilgore comes back out. Demarion Van Zant leading this Kilgore offense. 2 running backs, both sides. Hands off to Ryder. He has a hole up the middle, taken down by Brack Dyer, but not after a gain of 7.
Yeah, it's a good gain up the middle there for Kilgore. A little better start to this possession than last. Going to put them where they like it, 2nd and short.
The ball's been in Davin Ryder's hand majority of the night.
He's been the workhorse tonight for Kilgore, that's for sure.
2nd and 3, tripped up. Looked like he might have tripped up on Van Zant's feet off the handoff.
I think he tripped his own man there. It looked kind of strange, like they may have gotten their steps crossed.
That's a loss of about 3.
It's a great tackle there by his own man. So we'll see if Chapel Hill can take advantage of that break they just picked up.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 8:22 and counting remaining in the third quarter. Kilgore still leads 21-6. Van Zant rolls out to his right, trying to find a man, throws it across the field, and it's caught at the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds at the 30. That's Dadrian Franklin with a huge third down conversion.
Nice play by the quarterback. He was able to roll out and gave the receiver time to get all the way across the field. His 2 guys on the near side were covered very well, but the third guy came across the field and was able to get open. Great move there.
So now 1st and 10 inside Chapel Hill territory. Handoff. This is the first handoff from anybody other than Davin Ryder. It's Isaiah Ross, the junior, with his first carry of the night. Gain of maybe 1. Or right there, I think they're going to say gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. And Ryder's going to take a breather again, so Ross is still in the game. Tailback. They hand it to him again, trying to find some room on the outside, but a host of Chapel Hill players take him down at the 26. Still a good gain there on the play. We'll bring up 3rd down.
We're keeping an eye on that Henderson score. It's now 21-24 Palestine with 7.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. So both teams have added touchdowns in that game.
Third down. Hand off to Roney, far side. Jumps over defender, and a bunch of Chapel Hill players are there, but Roney's still on his feet, still pushing, and gets it close, maybe out of a yard remaining. It looked initially like he was going to be stood up, but he kept his legs churning. And now another 4th and short, and I would imagine this is going to be an I formation quarterback sneak like they've done last couple of times.
Yeah, I think
Or here comes Davin Ryder. That might be the number they call.
I like Ryder here. I think they'll get the ball and pick up the first. The things have been going the way they continue to go the way they've been going here so far. We'll see if Chapel can make a big stop.
4th and 1. And off to Ryder. He has a hole, gets the first down. Not much more, but that's all he needed. Gain of 2.
Nice tackle there.
Bring up 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, McFoy stuffed him there, but like you said, after the yardage picked up needed, he didn't need any more than that. Move the chains.
Clock is rolling, 5:53. Handoff to Ryder. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Tackled by Isaiah Brooks. Ryder's just very shifty and stop on a dime and just make a cut.
That's the exact word I was thinking of. It basically just kind of stopped and moved his momentum to the left, avoided the Chapel defender, and picked up another 3 to 4 yards.
2nd and 2. And Kilgore just milking the clock here. Now under 5 minutes. Handoff to Ryder. Spins out of a tackle. And gains maybe 2 yards on the play, but that's going to be good enough for a first down at the Chapel Hill 7.
Yeah, it's going to make it 1st and goal here. And this is going to be a big play for Chapel Hill. To allow Kilgore to score here, it's going to be really tough to come back from that one.
First and goal from the 7. I formation. Hand off to Ryder again. This time he's taken down. Gain of maybe 1 on the play.
He's tough to take down. He almost didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, but he fought for a yard.
Corey Johnson there on the tackle for Chapel Hill made the initial contact. We'll bring up 2nd and goal. .355 on the clock. Clock still ticking. Kilgore trying to add more to the lead. 2 wide receivers and false start.
Ooh, he had a lot of space out here on the near side.
That was the receiver, Matthew Teiske over there on the far side, just went before, which, you know, as a coach, that's a nightmare. You got to watch the ball. especially when your receiver on the far side is the one that does the false start.
And he's got to know the play. He's not even in the play there. There's no even need to move. He wasn't going to be blocking. He wasn't going to be doing anything in the play. And he just cost his team possibly a touchdown.
Third and 11. Second 11, excuse me. Hand off to Ryder. He's got space.
Wow. No.
Davin Ryder not even touched for the touchdown. Moves the score up to 21. It's now a 3-score game with 3:13 remaining. PAT is good. 3:13 remaining in the third quarter. Kilgore stretches their lead. It's now 28-6 here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty, 214-394-9180.
It's 28-6. Chapel Hill is going to have something, a spark offensively, to stay in this game. Chris Baldazzo is going to kick off for Kilgore. Back to receive for Chapel Hill, Deuce McGregor and DJ Williams. And they'll kick this one into the end zone. DJ Williams catches it around the 3-yard line.
He's got a little room.
Across the 20, 25. He tried to make a man miss, but a great open field tackle there by Ronan Williams. But a decent return. And the Chapel Hill offense will come out at the 27. Bribson and Stewart under the center. Stewart, far side, tries to make a man miss, cuts the other way, comes back into it and goes to about the 30-yard line before he's taken down. Didn't have a lot of space out there.
Yeah, just made a little bit out of nothing there. Got positive yards. That's important. Chapel Hill looks to try to get themselves back in this game somehow.
2nd and 7. Bribson back to pass. Looking far side. Austin Watkins incomplete. That was Austin Watkins' first target of the game, and it just was a little short on the throw. Watkins tried to come back and make it a play, but couldn't get to it. Bring up 3rd and 7. Three wide receivers near side for Chapel Hill. Bribson's going to look to pass, step up in the pocket, trying to find some room. Bribson's got a little bit of space on the far side. He's got across the 40, 45, 50. Gets smacked inside Kilgore territory at the 47-yard line. So a good play there off the scramble from the freshman quarterback. Moves the chains and gets Chapel Hill inside Kilgore territory.
Yeah, that's what Brisbane does best. He's at his best when he's moving around and making a play. We've seen him do it time and time again this season.
First and 10. Bripson dropping back to pass again. Throwing it to Deuce McGregor, who gets back and catches the ball. And they're going to say he's in for – he did get his feet in.
Nice play
So
by Deuce.
the best completion of the game by far. And Chapel Hill is nearing the red zone again.
Question is, will they be able to punch it in from down here, Logan? We've seen time and time again they've been able to get down here.
Kilgore's not set. Samari Willis gets the ball. And they gain a nice play there, about 6 on the play, maybe 5 there is Samari Willis, as Kilgore's defense wasn't set. And now it's going to be 2nd and 5, but the ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Bripson has a wide open Deuce McGregor in for the touchdown.
Nice play, and Bripson took another shot. He's down at the end of that play. Looks like he's okay. A nice completion there. 2 in a row to Deuce. They're finding the connection there on this drive, and Chapel Hill has got a chance to get back in this game now. Only 2 possessions.
The double move. Deuce McGregor kind of faked the corner route, came back to the post, and it was wide open. And Bripson put it on him. Trying to make this a game. Tamayo's PAT is good. So with 1:29 remaining in the third quarter, Chapel Hill moves a little bit closer. 28-13 our score here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
That touchdown was sponsored by C&A Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075.
Demetrius Bripson's third touchdown pass of the year is a 19-yard strike to Deuce McGregor to bring Chapel Hill within 2 scores.
Speaking of 2 scores, Lindale and Athens game. Lindale now leads 29-15. 9 minutes left in the third quarter, so Athens is within 2 there.
Little pooch kick. Jermaine Roney's going to catch it at the 25-yard line, trying to make something happen. And he's got plenty of space. Jermaine Roney crossed the 50-yard line and is finally taken down there by Ricky Stewart.
It looks like he's a little shaken
And
up.
yeah, it does look a little shaken up on the play. Ricky Stewart just kind of stuck his body out in the way of Roney. And we're going to take an injury timeout. So Jermaine Roney is able to walk off. He has a little bit of help, but from the looks of it, it looked like it was just a cramp. He immediately started stretching when he was over there, so it seems like maybe just a cramp for Roney. But his return has Kilgore already inside Chapel Hill territory. First and 10. Hand off to Ryder. He finds a little bit of a crease, and look at that.
He's gone.
Davin Ryder.
Wow.
One play. Touchdown. 46 yards. That's his 17th rushing or 16th rushing touchdown on the year, and he was just patient, and waited for the hole to open.
Yeah, he just waited for it, and then boom, he went right through the gap, and there was nobody within any kind of range of him.
Chris Baldazzo's point after. They're waiting for the holder. And that one, the hold, a little weird. And it's no good. So it's a 3-score game, 21-point lead for Kilgore as they add 6 with 1:12 remaining. Kilgore 34, Chapel Hill 13.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax lien, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
So now it's still back to a 21-point lead. The PAT was not successful, so that could come back. And now Chapel Hill, if you try to make something, you don't have to score 2, but you're going to have to do something. DJ Williams catches it at the 1. His foot hits the line. He'll have to come out and makes a nice play across the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. There's a late flag, so that's probably going to be a block in the back or something in the area that they threw it. And that was late.
Yeah,
it's going to be a block in the back. That was a late penalty.
Man.
I mean, they threw it when Williams was already at the 40-yard line.
It's a tough break for Chapel Hill. A big return there for Williams.
So that's going to be a block in the back. It'll be first down, but that will back them up. They'll lose 20 yards on the play, 25 yards on the play just by that penalty. So they'll have the ball at the 20 with 1:02 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, like you said, it's still only a 3-score game. You know, still not even in the fourth quarter yet. But you get to the point now where you've got to score almost every possession. You've got to start making stops on defense to keep Kilgore out of the end zone, something they haven't been able to do very well so far tonight.
Bribson back to pass, rolling to his right. Throws it to McGregor at the 36, 37, 38-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 37.
So there's the combination we've seen several times over the last couple of drives. Bribson to McGregor, starting to get things rolling here. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Low snap. DJ Williams makes a man miss and gets a yard.
Honestly, that's a great yard because it didn't look like he had room to go anywhere.
A couple of Kilgore players there on the stop, keeping it only a yard. .22 seconds. Might be the final play of the third quarter. Roll in the pocket. Barry incomplete. Made the catch, but just pass leading them out of bounds. So there's 12.8 seconds remaining, and it's 3rd and 9.
It's a big play here for the Bulldogs. You don't want to have to turn and punt back to Kilgore down 21 points going into this fourth quarter here.
Samari Willis in at running back. 3rd and 9. Bribson looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, He's got to make something happen. Bripson met right at the line to gain, and he makes a second effort.
Forward. I think he got it.
I think he got it. Just kind of dives after some contact, and I think they're going to say it's a first down.
He kind of like exploded out of the pack.
Yeah.
He was like
First down for Chapel Hill.
Thought he was wrapped up, and it's like all of a sudden he just dove for the first down. Great effort by the freshman.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So heading to the fourth, Kilgore with a 21-point lead. So we head to the fourth here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty, 214-394-9180.
So we'll flip sides of the field. Chapel Hill has it first down and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Deep throw, Deuce McGregor downfield, and it's caught over the shoulder.
Nice
what
grab.
a grab by Deuce McGregor, falling down and makes the catch. Comes up a little bit shaken up, and he's asking out of the game right now. It's a little shaken up, but what a catch there by Deuce McGregor. Sets Chapel Hill up with a first and goal.
He's been Bripson's favorite target tonight.
I mean, McGregor came into this game with over 600 yards receiving.
A lot of those first 2 or 3 weeks of the season.
Reverse handoff. This is sniffed out by that Kilgore defense. Solomon McFoy can't get back anywhere close to the line of scrimmage, and this is what's happened with Chapel Hill in the red zone. You had the ball inside your 10-yard line, and now you lose 8 yards on the play.
That's a big play right there. Now it almost puts you in a situation where you're going to have to try to throw the ball a little bit unless Bripson can break off one of his long runs.
Second and goal, and that's a false start.
That can't happen.
And that's another penalty and move them back. So red zone offense has been the struggle for Chapel Hill tonight.
Yeah, Deuce patted himself on the chest saying, that's my bad. It doesn't happen very often where the receiver takes off running his route.
So it's second and goal from the 23. Bripson back to pass. Tosses it up to McGregor in the end zone, gets his feet down, touchdown.
Wow.
Deuce McGregor.
I think he made up for it, Logan.
2 touchdowns. Demetrius Bripson to Deuce McGregor.
Great play there. Deuce says, okay, my bad guys on the penalty. I'll make it up to you. How about a touchdown catch?
And Chapel Hill said, we're still in this game. 10:49. The PAT is good. So it's a 14-point game. Kilgore 34, Chapel Hill 20. Here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
That touchdown was sponsored by CNA Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075.
Deuce McGregor's 7th touchdown reception of the year, 2 tonight, has Chapel Hill within 2 scores.
To give you all an update on the game we've been watching tonight, Henderson at Palestine. Palestine is up 31-28 going into the fourth quarter.
This one's going to just soar into the end zone, hit the B in Bulldogs, and the Kilgore Bulldogs will take over at the 25-yard line.
This is a big drive right here. Chapel Hill coming off a score. Last time they had the chance to stop Kilgore, they didn't do a very good job. They let the ball get handed off right up the middle, and Kilgore scored on a big long run by their workhorse. And so it's going to be tough here. They're going to have to, stop the run. Kilgore's going to run the ball. They're going to try to run some clock off here. It's going to be up to Chapel Hill. Can they stop it and get the ball back?
The aforementioned Davin Ryder to the left. Handoff to him. Trying to find space on the outside. Tries to spin out of a tackle, and it's a gain of 1 on the play.
Nice play there by the Yellow Bulldogs there from Chapel Hill. Able to contain Ryder, hold him to a gain of 1.
Brack Dyer, Kendall Allen, and on the tackle for Chapel Hill.
Something we've seen tonight from Kilgore, they've been very protective of the ball, not turned it over. So we'll see if they can continue that here on this drive.
Another handoff. This time met in the backfield. There is a penalty.
I think it's going to be holding there on Kilgore's offensive line.
Yeah, I think he'll be holding where they threw it.
That's going to put them back second and like maybe 19 if they take the penalty here. So it'll be interesting to see. Looks like he's going to decline it.
So it's going to be third down.
So 3rd and 9.
That's a bold move there by Coach Reardon. Said, no, we'll take third down. Trust the defense.
Well, he's going to take a chance on that they can't get 9 yards.
They actually lost it. They lost a yard,
right.
so now it's
one. So
3rd and 11.
So the penalty would only been gone back another 8 yards. So
And
I like the play. I like the
yeah,
call.
at this time you might want to just take the down.
Yeah, because the time is running down here. You want to try to get them off the field and get your offense back on the field.
Big third down. Van Zant looking to throw. Has a man wide open. It's caught at the 45-yard line for a first down. Matthew Tysky on the reception.
He just
First down.
beat Brooks over here on the near side and got wide open. Just a little pitch and catch from Kilgore, and they're going to move the chains here.
Big play from that Kilgore offense. Clock stops at 9:33 here in the ball game. 1st and 10. Handoff, Ryder, far side. Nice gain there on first down. Gain of about 6. Bring up second medium. Kilgore will take their time. Kilgore's always been a team that's kind of weird once you've got into this new high-powered offense. They'll sometimes get in the gun under center. They'll no huddle. They'll huddle. They'll do everything. Ryder again. He's been the workhorse. I mean, he just pinballs off defenders and gets the first down.
They'll give you different looks, but it's really the same old play. Tonight it's been Ryder, and he's been able to do pretty much whatever he wants most of the time this evening.
So Ryder came into this game with 67 carries. He's probably got another 15, 20 on the night.
Yeah, at least. He's had the ball a lot in his hands tonight, and usually when he's had it, he's done good things for Kilgore with it.
And this has been the problem for Chapel Hill. They've run into last week Palestine, who can just run the ball, keep the defense on the field. As Ryder gets another good gain, jumps over a defender. and gains 5 yards on the play.
And kind of talked about that earlier, but depending on who got the lead in this game, you know, Kilgore is very comfortable in this spot. They get the lead, they can grind the clock out, run the ball, play their game. And Chapel Hill's ran into 2 of those in a row. 2 teams that just like to run and grind the ball. They have tried to make a valiant effort last week, and it was short. And it's looking that way again this week if they don't make a stop here soon.
2nd and 6 officially. Hand off to Ryder again. There's initial contact, but couldn't bring him down. He ends up gaining about 3 yards on the carry. Brock Dyer brings him down. Corey Johnson made the initial contact. And it's going to bring up 3rd down, and Kilgore's going to sub in some of their big fellas.
At this point in the game, you're looking at, they're in kind of no man's land. I look for Kilgore, if they don't get it here, to probably go for it on 4th and try to put the game away.
Bringing in the big fellas for an I formation on 3rd down. Hand off to Ryder, and he's going nowhere. Tackle for a loss, a big loss there on 3rd down. A bunch of Bulldogs on the play. J.K. Davis, I think, made the initial contact and lost about 5-6 yards on the play, so now it's 4th and 10.
Well, that may change the thinking here.
And Ryder's kind of bent over.
Chapel Hill's going to take a timeout.
And they'll take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them. Big 4th down coming up here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felts, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
The 11th play of the drive for Kilgore is the biggest, and it's 4th and 10, and they're looking like they're going to be in I formation. Play action, one-on-one, down the side, and it's a touchdown. Perfect ball from Van Zant to Jermaine Roney.
What a call.
I mean, that was a perfect ball placement.
Man.
And that might be the gut punch.
You had I formation with 1 receiver, so you had a 1 receiver route and just one-on-one coverage outside.
Baldazzo's kick is good. It's now 41-20, 6:10 remaining here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. "38-yard touchdown from Marion Van Zant to Jermaine Roney. Roney's 5th touchdown reception of the year. Pushes the lead to 21 with 6:10, and things are looking a little bleak now for Chapel Hill. And that's going to be a pooch kick, and that's
they can't touch it.
They can't touch it there, so there is a penalty flag. And that the kit didn't even go 10 yards.
No.
I mean, they caught it at their own.
Was it 7?
40. Yeah, it was like 7 yards.
A little chip shot. It's a nice idea. just not quite long enough.
And so Chapel Hill will get the ball in great field position here.
Yeah, they've got the ball in good field position. They don't have a lot of time. With only 6 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game here, they've got to score quickly, and then they've got probably going to have to get an onside kick or two at this point with only 2 timeouts. We'll see what Demetrius Brisbane and the offense have up their sleeve for this drive.
Blitz coming. Bripson trying to get out of it, and he can't. Bunch of Kilgore Bulldogs there on the tackle. Peyton Christian. There's a flag at midfield.
Yeah, I think this is
at the logo.
It's going to be some extracurricular, I think.
Well, was it there at that point? I didn't see, but
I think they were pulling 57 away. I believe Chapel Hill's lineman number 57.
We'll see what they call.
Did something.
Peyton Christian there, the junior, on the tackle for Kilgore. A great pursuit of Bripson. Bring him down. This is a long discussion by the referees.
See if it's just one way or if they get 2 players, as they do a lot of times here.
So yeah, they'll be both teams, and it will offset, so the play will stand, and it'll be second down and about 17. .558 remaining in the ball game. Bripson trying to find some space. Still on his feet. Didn't bring him down. Bripson across the 50. Still on his feet. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so gains 8 on the play when it could have been a loss of about 10.
Yeah, it could have been really bad. How many yards do you think he ran there, Logan? 20, 25 yards at least. We ran all the way to this side, and then he spun around and ran all the way to the other side of the field. He is a tough player to get down. You've got to be real careful if you're Kilgore. You don't want to let him slip away from you and take one to the house.
3rd and 9. Bripson back to pass. And just can't get it to him. Skips it as he was running forward. I think he had a little bit of space to run, but he decided to throw it a little late. And it is 4th down.
Yeah, this is it right here. If Chapel Hill has any chance to try to get back in this game, they need to get this first down converted here.
Fourth and 10. 4th and 9, actually, where the referee's standing. Bripson back to pass. Kilgore sending the blitz. Trying to find something and can't. Isaiah Ross in on the tackle, and it's a turnover on downs. So Kilgore will take over with 4:49 and the ball game in their hands.
You got to imagine we're going to see a lot of Ryder here. Try to finish off this game here for Kilgore.
So it appears that Kilgore is looking like they might move to 6-1. So we update the scores in the district. Palestine 31. Henderson 28 with 4:37 remaining in the ball game. Lindale has stretched their lead 50-22 now. 9 minutes remaining in that game. So Maybank is off this week. And these games just get more important as each week goes on.
So if that score holds and this score stays the same here, you'll have Henderson at 1-2. You'll have Maybank at 1-2, and you'll have Palestine at 2-2, with Chapel Hill at 1-3. So that actually will put Chapel Hill in the 6th spot going into these last 3 weeks of district play. Chapel Hill will have Henderson and Maybank on their schedule. So those will be must-wins for Chapel Hill if they expect to make another playoff run.
And off to Ryder. He's still on his feet. Still going. And gets 9 yards on the carry. Just keeps those legs churning. Clock will roll. And they're just content they'll let the play clock go down all the way before they snap. This is the handoff to Matthew Harding. His first carry of the night gets Kilgore a first down. And we are now at 4 minutes remaining in the game. Clock is rolling. So Kilgore is looking like they'll move to 6-1. They are the number 6 team in the state. Their one loss came here at home against Pine Tree in a close game. And Coach Fuller and this team said, that kind of brought us together, that loss to Pine Tree. And they have rattled off victory after victory since.
That'll also put them at 3-0, right behind Lindale's 4-0 in the district. So they kind of separate themselves, as we talked about.
Yeah, and then, this is looking very similar to last year. Kilgore and Lindale play the last week of the regular season, and last year it was for a district title, and this year it looks like it could possibly be for the district title again.
And Chapel Hill is the same boat.
Same scenario.
We 1-3 last year going into the last 2 games. Of course, last year the unfortunate forfeit, they didn't have to actually play the Maybank game. They had the double bye going into Henderson and were able to beat Henderson at home. This year they'll have to go to Henderson that last week.
Matthew Hardy breaks up the middle of the field and is tackled at the 21-yard line. There's 2:30. Clock will roll. So Clint Fuller in his first season as a head coach, and there's not a lot of jobs in East Texas like the Kilgore job. The tradition, the history here at Kilgore, the infrastructure, the passion for the game at Kilgore, and year after year, they put out a great team. And so when this job came open, kind of surprisingly last year, with Coach Wood stepping to an AD-only position after leading his team to the 4th round of the playoffs and losing to Lindale again, they got Clint Fuller here, who was the defensive coordinator for all those great defensive teams at Pleasant Grove where they won a state championship. And he's got his team about to be 6-1 on the year. And depending on really, I guess, the other scores in 4A Division I, they might be cracking the top 5. You know, these rankings are so hard in Texas high school football. You never know. Chapel Hill was ranked number 4
Up and
3
down.
weeks ago,
Yeah.
and now
Well, and you had Argyle. that
Kilgore and
had 60 straight wins.
Yeah.
They lost a few weeks ago.
a few weeks ago you had 4 of the top 10 teams in 4A Division I lose, including number 1, 3, and 4.
It's a tough classification, that's for sure. A lot of great teams. So looking ahead next week for Kilgore, they're going to go to Henderson, which is always a good rivalry there between Henderson and Kilgore. And Chapel Hill, like we said, is going to be hosting Maybank. The other district game will be Palestine at Athens. So Palestine will be looking, if they are able to hold off Henderson to this week, possibly even clinching a playoff berth depending on how that game goes. So very impressive season so far from Palestine.
It'll be the final snap of the ball game. Van Zant hands it off to Hardy. Hardy tackled inside at the 6-yard line. Clock will stop for moving the chains.
Speaking of that,
And that's gonna be
Palestine
it.
has moved ahead even farther. They're up 38-28 with a minute to go. So it looks like Palestine's on their way to picking up the big win over Henderson.
So that's going to do it. Kilgore will move to 6-1 on the year and are still fighting for that district title, undefeated in district play, as they move to 3-0. Chapel Hill will fall to 5-3, 1-3 in district play, and trying to right the ship next week at home against Maybank. Tonight it was the offensive woes in the red zone for Chapel Hill, and offensively for Kilgore it was Davin Ryder.
Yeah, he had a great game tonight. Shout out to Ryder and the rest of the offense from Kilgore. Just really were able to get what they wanted when they needed to. Kept the Chapel Hill offense off the field. And then the actual Kilgore defense played well. Chapel got into the red zone, able to move the ball pretty well tonight, but Kilgore was able to shut them down once they got down inside the 20. A couple of blocked field goals, and only let them score into that end zone once.
Final here from Kilgore. Kilgore 41, Chapel Hill 20. We'll be back next week for Chapel Hill at Maybank. You've been watching Texas High School Football here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax liens, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
That touchdown was sponsored by CNA Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations, give Hector a call, 903-714-6075. Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty, 214-394-9180.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill Basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felt, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike today at 903-842-4499.